Welcome everyone to another edition of Star Trek Online Tips and Tricks. I am your host Esper. Today thought I would go over the Master Relaxer Accolade. You can actually find this under your accolades. I pulled this up by hitting the L key, which is actually brings up your logs. Then you can hit accolades. You notice I already have it up here, but the actual in order to find it, got it set where I don't see my completed ones, otherwise there's list is too long. This is under the general accolades, the Master Relaxer. Most of these are just cross a point, you'll get it. A couple of these you have to be in a certain spot at a certain time. Uh, the Mokbara, observe an argument between Klingon and a Trill. And where is the other one? Maybe they took it out. There used to be one unauthorized dance party. Uh, but these are timed events. The Mokbara and the argument. The argument actually, actually happens right here. And used to be when there was a day and night cycle. Now there's just the continuous sunset, which is much, much prettier than last year's suns overhead all the time. But usually right as it started getting darker, you would see the argument between a Trill and a Klingon. All you had to do is stand here and watch them for a couple of minutes, and you would automatically get the badge. Accolade. The Mokbara, actually, I pull up my map, there is a arch over here, and they are actually on top of it. Since they redid everything, both this argument and the Mokbara happen at the same time. And when they come in, I think you have it's either 5 or 15 minutes to get it, and I think it's once an hour. They may have changed things again. I don't know yet because I haven't seen anything posted to say when and where. So those are situational, and also there's one for watch fireworks, which happens right here, and that's easy to tell because you'll see a lot of more people. Actually, right now there's a lot, but and then there'll be fireworks that shoot off. And actually, sometimes you can get it if you're doing the dance party. I've gotten it several times on a couple of captains where I'll be doing the dance party and suddenly, hey, fireworks observer. It's like, okay, well, that's not really close enough, but I guess it is. So as long as you're in the area when it happens, you should be good. But let's go back here. All right, Master Relaxer. So there's several things you have to do. Notice I've already done two. These are actually the easiest. Take a walk on Rice's boardwalk is literally once you beam in, when you head over this direction, it's like right here. As soon as you cross that point, you'll automatically get that one. And then walk on the roof of Rice's hotel is actually right at the tip of this. And usually if you're doing the daily floater mission with one character, one of the things comes up and over and around, down and back up, and just doing that. Matter of fact, there are like most of these actually can be gotten just by doing the daily mission. A lot of them, that's what it is. But I'm going to go through these real quick. I do have a link that will be in the description for this. This is a map showing you where everything is. This is also broken up into the Master Relaxer Accolade, the Big Ear Accolade, which is, there's a bunch of birds. All the white ones there are birds all over the island, and if you click them, it just gives you a nice view without a HUD, just looking around, really pretty. And then this one used to be part of the Master Relaxer, and I don't think it is anymore. It's called the Pavel Accolade. Pavel is down here on the beach. Matter of fact, I'll go to him right now. And he gives 4 missions. Now, it used to be when there was a day and night cycle, he was out during the day and you had to find him at night. So as a matter of fact, I'm just going to do the first one because it's actually fairly close. Hey, do you want to play a game? What kind of game? Basically, it's hide and seek. And he gives you clues, since I automatically know where they are. But notice now he actually just disappears. Well, it used to be he stayed here until you found him, and then he'll reappear again. So actually, the first one is way over here. And by doing this, we'll actually hit one of the accolades, which is actually right here. Don't look down. He's actually over here in this cave. Turn off my floater or else I'm bouncing off the walls. And just talk to him. Now notice it's dark. Well, of course we're in a cave now, but 2 times he's in a cave, 2 times he's outdoors. But if you look at the background, they're static backgrounds, so they'll be, even the 2 outdoor ones, will be nighttime. It's like, well, we don't really have a nighttime anymore. So that's the first accolade within that series. So I'm going to bring up my accolades again. Do the Master Relaxer. Alright, so let's hit up all these and knock out as many as we can right now. Alright, and usually the best thing to do is just take it in a nice circular zone. Like I said, we've already gotten to land on the rooftop. Let's see, we've got walked on the boardwalk. So lighthouse 1 and 2. There's 2 lighthouses. One's over here, one's over here. You have to alight on both in order for... There's the first, or this was technically the second one. And you don't even have to turn off your floater. Just get close to the... Now this one is harder because it's a 2-part. But just hovering right near here is enough to register it. And then the next one would be... We just got the... Won't look down. Oh, I know. Because normally when I do this in a pattern. I'll go boardwalk, the Ryson lighthouse, won't look down, and then the arches. But there's also another one right here at the very tip top of this volcano. It says landed, but we didn't. The next one is actually, you have to fly through 3 of the arches. I think it's 2 of the 3 actually. But the Mokbara is actually done up here. You'll see some Klingons actually practicing. If you're KDF aligned, he will, and you have, for that one, you actually have to come up here and deactivate your floater to be able to interact with him. You can't do it with your floater activated. But if you are KDF aligned, he will invite you to practice with him. If you are not KDF aligned, he will say, you're my enemy, I am not going to teach you. So, I'll fly under one. Oh, got it under the first one. Sometimes it's supposed to be any of the, I think it used to be two of the three. All right, so we've got that one. Let's see. All right, well, the next one will be the lighthouse again. The other side. Which is up here. The camp is over here, so actually you could just teleport straight here to the camp and then just come straight up here. There we go, got that one for lighting on the lighthouse. Let's see, so the only things I have left is practice the Mabara, see the argument, and become a secret commander. Oh, okay, they still have that one. So I'm going to beam back to the resort. That's the secret commander is the Pavel missions. And there's 4. We just completed the first one. And notice here he is again. Alright, he does give you a clue. 3 there are on the island, arching over its waters. Beneath one I shall wait. A bit more mysterious, isn't it? Well, we just found the 3 arches, so that's where he's actually going. And actually, for this one, I'm going to use the floater. Excuse me, the power board. Because technically the power board is faster. And it's more fun. And actually, he is under the same arch as the Mokbara is done. There he is, just sitting there waiting for us. See, notice night sky, because again, it used to be that you could only find him at night. And that made it really fun because you had to change zones. You had to find one zone that was in the daytime to find him, then you had to find one of the zones that was at night so that you could, or daylight to get him and nighttime to find him. And because all zones were constantly cycling, I think it was on a 2-hour, I think 1 hour of daylight, 1 hour of nighttime. All right, well, that's 2 of 3. Or 2 of 4, excuse me. Beam back. Let's play. Next clue, standing alone atop a hill in a nesting place. There shall I wait. All right, well, the answer is the second lighthouse. So the easiest way is just to move to Sovak's camp. Once I'm here, use my floater, come up here. And he's hidden over here in the woods. And I do mean hidden. In the old meeting place I shall wait. Alright, this one also is on the back side of the island, so it's easier just to the camp first. And actually it's right across the way over here in another cave. Quickly. And you can see him already. And that actually gave you Seeker Commander. There we go. Alright, so the only two I have left is practicing the Mobara and the argument between the Klingon and the Trill, because I just happened to be in zone, I think yesterday when the fireworks went off. Actually, they've removed the fireworks. There used to be, you had to watch the fireworks too. But that's an easy one to get. So once I get those two, I'll have the Master Relaxer. Now, why you say, why do you want the Master Relaxer? I will show you real quick. Site to site to the promenade. Okay, this is the promenade. This is where the powerboard race will start over here. There's a powerboard seller right here. And they are only here during the summer event. Come upstairs. If you have the rice and eggs, this is the vendor for that one. If you have the tags from the races, this is the monkey vendor, and you need 6 of those, and you can raise 1 monkey per day, and you can raise 1 bird per day of the different types. So you can have an egg, fledgling, what's the middle one called? A fledgling, an adult, and a senior. So you can have 1 of each type per day, and once they hit senior, then you can turn them in actually for marks. And for the monkeys, you have tags, and then from that you'll get a baby, and a baby can become a juvenile to an adult, and then the adult can be sold. There are 2 different types of each one. The tiki mask is worth more. If you sell an adult monkey, I think they are 60 marks of choice, and the tiki mask is 100, or maybe it's 80 and 100. I can't remember off the top of my head, and I don't have any to be able to tell you right now. So you hope to, and these require science officers usually to raise these. But that was one thing I was going to show, because over here on the other side, this is the reason you want Master Relaxer. There is a vendor here, only available during the summer event, that sells duty officers. We have a con officer, both a blue and a purple, an entertainer, and a geologist. So if you're short on science officers, here's a good place to get 2. They're just for favors. But if you notice, this one only costs 200 favors, and anyone can get the rares for just the 200 favors. The very rares are 1,000, but you must complete the Accolade Master Relaxer. So in order to get these, I have to get Master Relaxer. But the nice thing about the entertainers, if you pop a subspace party amplifier, it will give a temporary boost to dodging. So if you actually have that one slotted, it will give you a slight more defensive rating on ground maps. Of course, I don't use them for that. I use them for there's several missions that you need entertainers for. And there's basically a not free, because you do have to work for it, but they aren't nearly as expensive as on the exchange. So that's it for Master Relaxer. I think for the next video, I'm actually going to go over the two other uh, ways of earning favors that do not really require a floater or a board. So I will see you next time.